Humanity has been, for the last four industrial revolutions, utilizing a set of skills that have been always very useful, but we managed to industrialize them. Let's go even further back in time. Try to imagine humans living in the forest trying to survive. Basic needs need to be covered, like food, water, shelter, safety, medicine. A group of individuals will gather in a community to feel stronger and more safe. Yet, that ability of survival has to be dependent on seasons of the year and location. So when in time, we learn to farm, next to picking up fruits and collecting fruits and roots and hunting. And we learn to give more value to the land. The land and agriculture became property of a community that later on will become a settlement, and depending on how the community was managing the wealth, it will become a powerful city or kingdom. But there was more into the story than just survival. The first time a human created a tool because observing nature, or creating some shelter because observing animals like insects or any other animals that knows how to create shelter for themselves. And we imitate them and use our creativity to solve problems, to create tools, to make our life more easy, more comfortable, to progress, to improve our quality of life. We are using our creativity, our ability to learn, our ability to create, to innovate, to transform a situation into a more beneficial situation by changing conditions. This creativity, ability to produce something new, has been extremely helpful. And our intellectual capacity have been extremely useful for that. Also our mechanical ability to create tools. So these two aspects, our cognitive capacity and our mechanical skills to lift weight, to build machines, to create machines, to carry weight, to move things from one place to the other one, were useful in the past for all humans to find a job, create a profession, be of service to the community. But today, automation and artificial intelligence and emerging technologies, robotics, are changing that value in us humans. I have written several articles in a newsletter and LinkedIn where you can read the whole story and more of in-depth analysis of this topic. What I think it's important right now for us to understand is how this change also affects marketing and sales and branding. Because in the past, it was very easy to meet the people one by one and deliver some value and do some sales. Today, that type of approach happens very seldom. At least for the new entrepreneurs, we are used to utilize the internet to communicate with our audience, and we are aiming to scale our services and products and increase our revenues to grow. And this is obviously very normal in this time because we can have access to thousands or millions of people at the same time. In the past, if I travel and sell my services, I will probably meet 100 people within a week. So, what is new today, which is this technology, is displacing the two main set of skills that we have to help us create the civilization and the economy we experience today. our ability to survive, to find shelter, water, food, medicine, to work together, create ideal conditions for living, for ourselves and our family, to provide for each other. And the ability to create, to imitate, to learn, to do strategic thinking, to innovate, to produce value. So for that, our body and cognitive skills have been extremely useful. But there was another set of skills, the third one, that helped us tremendously while in the forest, which was instinctively to listen to our emotions. Our emotional intelligence was so connected to our ability to survive. Yet, when we realize that by listening to our emotions and feelings, we receive valuable information that can help us make choices, the same we cannot tell along the last few hundred of years in which emotions were considered as not relevant, in which intellect, logical thinking became more important, which today is replaced by technology. So you have to see, and that's the reason why I'm telling you the story, that in the last hundreds of years, the human education worldwide have been focusing on a form of thinking that today can be replaced by emerging technologies. There are different ways of thinking, different forms of thinking, different modalities of thinking. You have logical thinking, analytical thinking, critical thinking, holistic thinking, nature-inspired thinking. You have also thinking based on feelings and emotions, based on sensory awareness. There are many different systems to think, like parallel thinking, quantum thinking, fractal thinking. There are different ways to approach information, circumstances, to analyze them, understand them, transform them, create with them value. Well, the traditional way of thinking of the last few hundred years, that one that you have learned in the school and the university, is right now being replaced by emerging technologies, which means that how can you improve your marketing, your sales, your branding, your communication if you do not invest in yourself, creating more value, empowering those human competences that emerging technologies cannot displace? How can you, from that new level of intelligence, leverage the emerging technologies at the same time? And this is the question I will allow you to think about and try to answer. And if you like, you can share your answer with me and we can start a conversation or ask questions. You can find the link to my calendar and schedule with me a free session to ask me 10 questions. But right now, I would like to continue with the story because what we want to find out is a way to improve, to optimize our conversion, to increase the number of leads, to be able to create more revenues because we want to create more impact as purpose-driven entrepreneurs. I remember very well when I was traveling in South American Pacific coast. I was running a project trying to demonstrate that you can travel without a budget and at the same time create a positive impact in the locations you arrive by practice of entrepreneurial skills and by having clear services and value that you can deliver at each location. This experiment was extremely useful for me. It helped me to train my skills for communication branding. At the same time, helped me create innovative products that will help companies and organizations to be more sustainable and more efficient, and also become self-sufficient. While all of this experience was very interesting to me, one of the new tools that will be extremely helpful in my work will be the use of technology. At the time, using my abilities of web publishing to create value for my customers. But as my original education, since I'm a child, is information technology, software programming, I've been following the development of technology already for so many years, and I knew something is evolving in time. I have a whole full documentary dedicated to this topic in video, and you can watch it already, some of those chapters in my YouTube channel. What happened is that I was expecting some changes to happen with technology that will change dramatically to how we sell and create value. Well, the reality is that all my innovations, my training programs, my courses were extremely appreciated by the people that purchased them and experienced them, but I needed to reach to more customers. Now, I understood very well that to use technology and new methodologies for marketing, for sales and branding was extremely important. Yet, it means also that I had to make the choice to dedicate myself to bridge that gap and learn everything I could on top of my own previous experience on marketing, sales, and communication and branding. I can tell you it has been a long curve, and I've been day by day learning, step by step, what you need to learn and to do to improve your communication, to improve your ability to profile customers, your own products, your own company, your own culture, your ability to create a message that is compelling and matching the DNA code of your unique customer and target group, to create a form of marketing that will differentiate between those good customers that you want and those customers that are not really related to your purpose, to your vision, to what you want to achieve in the future. Marketing and communication that can be automated, that can work by its own while you are dedicated to provide services to the people you want to serve. So all this learning curve has been slow and creative and challenging for me. And I must say, along that time, I've been also contracting services of so many people because I needed and I thought I will need some help. Yet I realized in time that most of these persons that kindly or wisely or in a smart way offer me the services may not know more than I was learning already, yet they had an access to the market that I didn't have. They have connections and a network that I didn't have. They have many other resources and elements I didn't have. I also look at entrepreneurs that were not that skillful with communication and marketing, yet they had something very unique that I could share with them, which was a very clear mindset, a very positive use of emotions and feelings. And some other entrepreneurs will have much clarity in the definition of the product and service and which ways or pathways to take to really find the right customers. So just marketing, sales, communication doesn't make the round game. And I mean with that, it's not enough to make your whole company, your business project, to grow and to thrive, but are certainly extremely important. So the idea of holistic marketing, holistic strategic management, is to learn about all areas related to your business idea, from the point of view of communication, from the point of view of your own personal growth and values of purpose, and bring all of these aspects of your organization together with marketing strategy so that you can use all the elements of your company, all your full potentiality to create more value and to communicate the value of your company. Why is this so important? Because today we need to differentiate our services. We need to know what is unique about you and your products. And that uniqueness has also a lot to do with your personal brand. So if today you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur, you're a solopreneur, a startup, It is important you realize the value of human because that's what today makes the difference. Not only because your skills and competences and knowledge, but because your identity, who you are, what you are becoming, what are you going to become in the future. That story is a story that needs to be told, and the experience you have is experience that we want to share with the world. So, as you see, there is a lot more to do than just only marketing. There is a lot more to do in personal growth, in organization, in management, in strategic thinking. But you can do it. And you can do it by organizing your time in the right way, by doing step by step in a roadmap, building up momentum, and adding skills and elements to your work as entrepreneur. So what I'm saying right now is that it's not an easy way in which somebody will solve it for you, even your customers that have a very temporary lifespan. You're looking for something sustainable, then you really need to engage into learning how to bridge that gap. Yet, for a period of time, what you also need is a cash influence. So if you have the possibility to receive support, and I am offering you that support, then partnership with people that can help you create that cash influence so that you can fund your learning curve and at a certain moment become self-sufficient in the art of marketing, communication, branding, and sales. Because at the end of the day, you have a wonderful product, a wonderful vision, you have dreams that create a positive impact in the world, and we really would like you to be successful. So there is a learning curve, and that learning curve require time and investment from you. Which is the best way to do it? By managing your daily life, your daily schedule, and having enough cash to sustain yourself and develop your business step by step, bootstrapping your business, bootstrapping your learning curve, so that at a certain moment you become stronger and clear and skillful into the art of developing your business and growing. So I think the story is clear to you now.